Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on.
Some people like to be lost in a world where it's complete fantasy. They don't want no type of real world antics, or how should I say, where these particular characters are represented in our world. They want it to be completely fantasy where they escape fully. And I get their mindset. I get it. But at the same time, you got that particular crowd. And that's how they see Kal-El. Well, they don't call him Kal-El. It's kind of amazing. That particular crowd don't call him Kal-El. They call him Clark Kent. And with them calling him Clark Kent, they prefer to have, again, like I said, they like that particular fantasy. They want to see him rescue a lot of people. You know, they want him to see him to do all these things that they believe that he can actually do because he's Superman, you know? And people that are rational thinkers know that's not possible. But those people are not rational thinkers. They want to have something to where they can be immersed in something that is make believe, where they can get away from reality. And they don't want no type of reality in the movie. They want it to be as much fantasy and unrealistic as much as possible to be what? Entertained.
This is the difference, because you just explained the literal difference between James Gunn and Zack Snyder.
Yep.
Right? Like, Zack gave us these characters in our world, but they were gods in our world. I love that concept, right? I love Zack Snyder's concept with that.
Me as well. Me as well.
What Gunn is doing, he's not trying to make something that fit in our world. He's trying to create a world like an escape. Now, and again, that's where the pressure is at. Because if I'm not sold on this world, I'm not going to like this film. You know, I can't judge it again just off this first look. You know, because but it has whatever that world is. Going if it feels too corny for me, if it feels like, you know, what I'm saying, like, what's going on, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, that's what's gonna be the selling point, though. It's the point, man. And again, that's the difference between him and Zack Snyder. So if you want that, you know, again, modern day in our world, you're not going to get that with this film. So that's just, you're not going to be interested. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. But if you're a true DC fan, you're going to check it out. If you're a Superman fan, you're going to check it out. You're going to watch it. You're going to see what his version is, his style, his interpretation, and how he's going to look at it. And again, just me and just as a whole. And I want to say this to the day that I die. Ain't nobody going to ever change my mind. All right? Ain't nothing topping Man of Steel. I'm sorry. It's just not. It ain't happening.
That's going to remain, you know, for me, probably in my lifetime, that's going to be the best Superman film. I mean, that made me more of a fan of Superman. Like, that got me interested more in that character. And
exactly. A lot of people.
Rare. Yeah.
A lot of people. And I know Seal got to close up. And this is the key point that people need to understand. What I was saying before, and I've been saying this for years, but a lot of this don't register with a lot of people because they don't want to think rationally. Superman has been up and down for years. All right. When they had that, why did they have to change the character? They had to change the character. People were saying they had to change the character. And what made people get more into the character as of now in this generation was because of Man of Steel, because of the relatability. It made sense. A lot of people don't relate to that older Superman. That's why they had to change the character. Yep. That's why they had to change it. Okay. And they had to make it make sense. All right. Because a lot of people don't like, you know, you have a lot of people that don't like him being the God outlook. You got the people that like him to be the particular immigrant where he grew up on the farm and he got the values and stuff like that. Some people like the versions that's more reality of him being corrupted. Where, you know, me personally, and I'm so Seal can end. Me personally, I liked the Superman, but I never really cared for him back then. I liked the character, but I didn't gravitate to him. I didn't gravitate to Superman fully as much as I read the comics and as much as I liked him. As much as I liked it, I didn't start really getting into Superman until John Byrne did Man of Steel. When they recuperated back in '86. And then it really got me when I watched Man of Steel with the new 52. That's when I started to appreciate Kal-El. because I started to relate to him. I seen that he had emotions. I seen that he got bad. I mean,
Art
that he
one
would
did
get
that for me.
upset. You know what I'm saying? He would get
Superman
upset.
Earth one.
Right. You know, and a lot of people don't want him. A lot of people don't want him to get upset. They want him to be all happy and cocky dory and everything is nothing wrong. Oh, I'm here to save the day.
Right.
Yeah. You know, I got you. I got you. No, Superman is here. I got it. I'll take care of it, people. See, those type of people like that. That never gravitated to me like that. You know, it was cheesy and corny to me. And that's the reason why they had to change the character. So again, and I'll say this, it has to be a median of that characteristic for this to actually work. If he goes full cheesy with the character and that's what he's going to do, I said if. I'm not going to say that it will. I said if. But if he does that route, if he goes that route, if he goes that full route, and this generation, good luck.
Because you still need, you know, like that young audience, like you. That's what makes, but we say general audience, yes, but then you still gotta have people to think this is cool. You need the kids to go see it too.
Yeah.
So it's hey, like I said, he's taking on a lot. Everything ain't for everybody. It's all right. It's all right.
Right.
Here we go.
Right, and it's crazy. Some cats like the diaper. It is what it is. Some cats like the diaper.
Man. Yeah, that is that is an interesting choice. I would I don't know if I'm a fan. If that's what we really get, like, because again, the picture's a little, you know, a little too dark to know for sure. I don't know if I'm gonna like that, man.
Go to the other one. That's just one. Go to the one when he in the chair.
It better be like everybody with diapers walking around at this point. Okay, hold on, let me grab that one. I don't know about this, bro. Like, I'm being honest. Like,
I said, the cape is short. That's why I said the art, the story is fantastic. I ain't taking nothing away from that series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it looks better when he's sitting down. At least I'll say that. See, who did the art? Fall Star Superman.
I forget who did it. I wasn't a fan of the art, but again, the story is fantastic, and that's the only thing. And that's probably a lot of Superman fans read it, but a lot of people really didn't read that book because a lot of people was turned.
Yeah,
it's one of the best Superman stories. I never take it away. It's one of the best, but the art is trash.
It's Frank Quietly. Yeah,
Frank Quietly.
Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on.
Much love, Still Nation.